And we are live. Hello, everybody. How's everything?
Mom.
Oh, bye, Mom.
Sorry, that happened right as you hit it.
No, that's totally fine.
Some of us juggle our lives right lined up to the minute with our charity live streams.
100%. All right, welcome in, guys. If you would probably missed our last episode because we couldn't go live because we had technical difficulties. So if you do want to catch up, we are over on YouTube. I'll throw the link in there shortly. But Charles is going to recap kind of the chaos that happened last session that you were not able to see.
Chaos is a word for it.
Indeed, I'll do my very best. I've got some great notes here. So, courtesy of our friend and neighborhood Severin, aka Theora. Thank you so much. All right. So, thankfully, we stayed in Irina's house. Nothing happened overnight. Everyone else was being very responsible. Scars was in the attic, attempting to be responsible, but actually becoming king of the tiny spiders as he wild shaped into a tiny spider and proceeded to starry wisp all the other spiders in the attic before finally going to sleep a conqueror in heart. And afterwards, morning after, there was a doll. There was a scary doll that no one knows about except for Corwin that had two severed fingers stitched into it. So, also, we ran into someone named Mary. She got sick and died. Happens. And we we also discovered that the wine supply in Barovia is getting a little bit short. There's a bit of a supply shortage that's occurring, so that might be something we investigate later, potentially.
Gotta have
we
the
learned
wine.
that absolutely. I mean,
In
these
these
poor folks
circumstances.
Oh, say again.
Oh, I was saying, in these circumstances, you need wine.
True. Very true.
All of Barovia needs wine.
True. And, through that conversation about wine, we did discover Arena is adopted, and her memory is kind of murky in terms of how she ultimately got there. She's been getting visited by Strahd a couple times for reasons. And, she's not 100% on board with it, but she's also not 100% not on board for it. And we got to a chapel and heard some screaming under there, and we investigated. And while we were investigating Ariandne, our cleric decided to do a little praying, and she got a sweet, sweet whisper in her ear, which was, and I quote, "Oh, my sweet child, I cannot wait to ruin you." And that was not her God speaking. So, we can make some assumptions. We ran into the priest guy. There's a priest in the chapel, and turns out his son went to face Strahd and got turned into a vampire, and the priest had been vampire spawn. But the priest, his son came back from attempting to defeat Strahd as a vampire spawn, and the priest had been keeping their son in the basement of the chapel. Now, we asked this priest, I'm laying this context here for what's about to happen, because we asked this priest about, hey, what have you been feeding this kid? And he's like, oh, no, just rats and stuff for sure. But turns out he'd also been feeding the kid some soulless children, and he claimed that they don't have souls because apparently there are not enough souls for the bodies, because in Barovia, when you die, you don't exactly go where you think you do, or where you perhaps should. And that's more or less the most that we know about that so far. Now, what we decided to do about this, well, our cleric wasn't too happy about it, so she kind of brained the priest a little bit, and Scars took the opportunity to heal the priest before he got killed, so they could talk to him a little bit more. And then unfortunately, the vampire spawn did happen to get some blood because we wanted to get this little guy talking, because he's the only one who's really that we know who has like seen Strahd potentially. We want to chat with him. Gave him some blood. He acted out. He got burned alive. These things happen. And so
Not alive.
Okay, well, we killed him first. That's right. He got smotted
Smited.
first.
I believe it's smited.
There we go.
In the business, we call it
Yeah,
smiting.
smitten.
He got smitten.
Yep.
By our paladin. Oh my! But no, we did get him. We killed him first, and then he was burned, and we did take his head to prove that he was a vampire spawn, because ultimately he
I
it's this
forgot you
priest
guys
kid.
had his head.
We're
Yeah.
hardcore like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe last but not least, we locked the priest in the basement after tying him up. So, and we have the dead body that was burned out in front of the church. So that's kind of where we're going to start today.
Where's the priest
head
at?
in hand.
Priest
ahead.
is in the basement, tied up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to start today with head in hand and
Took
burnt
out on the
corpse.
front lawn of the church.
Yeah, just a classic summer's day.
Summer in Barovia. Okay. That was a great recap. Thank you. You helped me remember some things, because I thought Donovich was just sad upstairs with you, but
No, we would never let him see that.
okay. Well then, for that case, okay. You guys are all standing outside of the church in Barovia. The smell of burnt flesh is... How have you guys been around burnt flesh before? Any of you?
Unfortunately,
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It smells a lot like that. There is a light drizzle of rain that is still coming down. You are a little ways out of town, if you remember the map. Right now, you don't see anybody coming up the hill towards you. Not yet.
Okay.
Well, is the body ashes?
It
Or
is
is it
not
still-
ashes yet. It is still
Okay.
burning. It does take a little bit of time to burn a body. I don't know this from experience, but
Logic would
Sure.
dictate.
yeah, just logic.
What time of
I
day
didn't
is
Google it for sure.
Don't-
It's like, just kidding.
Google, how
It's
long
like
does it take
noon.
to burn?
Does this chapel have a crematorium?
It does not.
That's a
Rothvin,
good question.
I am not completely convinced that this is going to be done in a timely fashion given the rain. It may just be best to put a stake through it and bury it.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Anybody got any stakes?
Is there just something around that we could make into one?
Yeah, if you would recall that a lot of the pews from the church were broken down.
Smashed?
Yeah, the church doesn't look like it's been used regularly for, maybe a year.
Yeah, I think Scars can just because he was I think he's the one who brought the priest into the basement. So he can pop over inside, grab something steak like, stake shaped, and just pop outside with the crew. And,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Rothvin will just do what he did previously, and he will pick up a shovel and go over to the where everyone seems to be buried, and will start digging a hole while the corpse continues to smolder.
It is a light rain. It's not like you went to a bonfire and there's a light rain and it doesn't take out the bonfire. So it is
Nope.
still burning. There is smoke coming off of the fire and into the area. Who is who staked him?
Stars.
Scars.
Could just pop him over. I don't know exactly. Oh, there's the body. Yeah, he's just gonna walk over here and just.
The guy has already been decapitated. So there's really no coming back from that. But you did your due diligence, and he's deader now.
Hmm. That's a preferred state for a
Yeah.
vampire.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Deader is gonna go on a t-shirt.
Better TM.
So yeah,
Yeah,
you're going over, and your Rothvin is digging a hole in the back in the cemetery. Just probably found a random area that didn't have a. Okay, cool, because you don't want to dig up a body.
You can always see if there's already like a partially dug grave or whatnot in any of the unmarked areas,
One that's been crawled out of recently.
Mm-hmm.
or one that was ready as a pauper's grave.
You don't see anything that's like any place that's already been pre-dug. So you would be like going into the wet earth with your shovel. It comes up pretty easily. Rothvin is digging a hole. Scars just staked a man. What's everybody else doing?
I'm probably half keeping a lookout on the road to see if anyone is coming up here, but also, just wherever I can get shielded from the rain out front of the chapel, I'm going to be writing up essentially evidence to send to whatever the local constabulatory or militia is about Goric.
Oh.
In the meantime, given the amount of smoke that this fire is causing, I do make my way towards the town. Just not too far, but just enough where I can see it and could see anyone that were to start approaching, so I could let everyone else know that we're happening.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I have Go ahead.
I'll spend time with the priest in the basement,
Okay.
talking
We're
with
gonna-
them.
We'll go to you then. We'll go to Corwin then. You Severin, you find yourself underneath like the cover of the church, writing frantically. Maybe not frantically, that's not the right word, but Sophia, you are keeping a watch. And Corwin, you make your way back down into the basement, and you see Donovich chained up with the same chains that held his son. He is sitting on the ground in a fetal position. And his shoulders, like, you can see he's just like racked, like he's sobbing. So much, he doesn't even notice that you are coming down the stairs.
Okay. I'll quietly make my way up to him and then make myself known once I'm a little closer with like a small clear the throat.
Mm-hmm.
And once he recognizes that I'm there, I'll sit crisscross applesauce, and I'll simply tell him, history rarely listens, but I do. Would you like to confess any sins?
I think you know my sins. Is it a sin to try to keep your son alive? To pray for a cure to whatever Strahd did to him? If loving my son is a sin, then I don't want to be here anymore.
Why don't you tell me more about that? Expand upon that.
What do you
When
want me to
people
tell
read of
you?
this, just, I want to know every and in and out of your decisions that led you down this path to where you are now. You tell me moments of you and your son. Tell me of what you hoped would happen.
Roll a
Tell me what you
charisma check
sacrificed. Okay.
or persuasion. Roll a persuasion.
Oh, nat one. oh,
Ooh.
beacon of hope. I'm gonna use a beacon of hope.
Beacon of hope. There you go. There you go. First one.
I'm not using that one on that. Okay.
Yeah, you. We need that. We need that.
For those of you
Bacon.
who don't know, we are taking donations for St. Jude Hospital, and every, I believe it's $10 donated, will go to give us a Beacon of Hope reroll that we can use in situations like this.
All right. So the better answer for my roll is a total of 16.
16. I will tell you, Fairy. You will write it down. It will not be happy. My son, he went with others to Castle Ravenloft to try to destroy the devil. I tried to talk him out of it. He would not listen. He had a good heart. He wanted what was best for Barovia. He went with a wizard. I don't know anything about them. But he did not survive. Or the wizard disappeared. I don't know. It was very... Doru did not... He was not of sound mind when he came back. He told me that everyone else was dead. And that Strahd, that devil, she bit him. She turned him into whatever he was, vampire spawn. But I wanted to pray to the Morning Lord for an answer, to heal him, to save him. This was a year ago. He stayed in the basement. I fed him small rodents, little animals, stray cat, a dog. You want to know about the little boy?
Yes.
He was a solace. Not very many people know about this. Maybe the midwives, maybe the priest. Some of some souls do not. They do not. There's too many bodies for the folks who die here. I was there when this boy was born. He did not cry. He has never cried. His parents would have given him up eventually. It is a hard life for Barovians.
If your son's death was a metaphor, what do you think it would mean?
I am not going to talk of metaphors of my child.
Many people will come asking questions.
I will
can
not
be the
be
person
alive for
answers
that.
for them. You might, depending on how this turns out.
I do not plan to live much longer than I am now. Where
then
is Ismark? Has he showed up?
I don't think so. I can check.
I have nothing else
Ismark-
to say to you, Bard. Leave me in my sorrow.
As
Let
you
me
wish.
feel my pain.
Yeah, I'll leave him.
For reference
Uh,
for the DM, since it was a month ago, Ismark actually left and was expecting us to meet him back at the
Oh,
Burgomaster's.
I know, but Ismark's dad was best friends with Donovich.
Just making sure because it's been a month.
Oh, yeah. No, totally. Appreciate it. But yeah, he's wanting to know because also Ismark is the burgomaster of the town, which basically means he's like the mayor of sorts. How do
I'll
I-
rejoin everyone upstairs.
Perfect. How do I make it so that all you guys are... This is smaller. All I see is the map now.
Oh, you talking about the cameras, or are you talking about the map?
Just the map in the video thing, but it's fine
Oh, I don't know.
because it's like way bigger than all your guys' faces, and I'd like to look at your guys' faces more than the map. But you make your way back up the creaky stairs of the church. Still the gentle patter of rain over the roof of the building. You come out the door and you see Severin, who is standing under some cover, writing in her journal.
Okay. I will explain to Severin that the priest is accepting of their fate, whatever it should be. They are expecting death.
Well, for what it's worth, I didn't believe it was us that should be making that decision. I'm currently putting together all of the information we've gotten out of him and figure out who the local law authorities are. Forward it to them. Hopefully we can get Ariandne out of town before they follow up on it, but I don't know what consequences we'll be facing for this.
Sophia, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Ooh.
Because you're looking out, right? You're looking out to see if anybody's coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. 21.
21? You see the familiar shape of Ismark coming up the road towards the church.
Seeing Ismark, just kind of give a small nod to acknowledge that I did see him, that I'm not actively like turning to avoid him, but I do at that point go back towards the church and find whomever I may run into and to inform that Ismark is returning. I don't know who I'd run into.
Yeah, you'd probably run into Rothvin is behind the church, still digging a hole. And Scars, what are you doing? You did stake him.
Would you have relocated the body, or?
Ideally, yeah. I'd after staking him, if no one was like wanting to do anything with him, Scars would just kind of try to take the body back towards where Rothvin's digging the hole.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Right.
Thanks, Rothvin.
So, if I don't see anyone out front then, and if I don't see the body there necessarily, then I'd probably just go in and see who I find inside then. And
okay.
Severin
I think
and
you would,
Corwin
yeah,
are probably
Severin and Corwin.
waiting.
just so you're aware, I believe we're about to have some company. I just saw Ismark coming back up the road towards the chapel here.
I'll probably take the individual page where I've been compiling a copy of everything that I was essentially into a letter that I was going to give to whoever was the authorities. Have that pulled out and ready in case Ismark knows who I should be giving it to, because I probably don't know that I'd be giving it to him. And I'll walk out to greet him.
It does. It takes you a couple minutes to walk down towards Ismark. You meet him just a few minutes away from traveling back, so it's just you now and Ismark.
Unless anyone else followed.
There would be more like shovels to find if that was.
Does anybody actually help?
Yeah. Or you just watching the muscly man just dig a hole.
Yeah, Scars is, he's like, that looks like a good workout. So he just he would join Rothvin, just like, yeah, it's good for the delts,
Severin, you are alone there with Ismark as he comes up the road. I saw that there was smoke. What is going on?
Nothing good, I'm afraid. The church is not burning. However, a lot has happened since you went back to your sister.
It was not very much time. What are you talking about?
Were you aware of the priest's son?
Doru, he has died.
Most of him was already dead. The last bit died mere minutes ago.
Explain yourself.
We do have evidence, so just be ready that it's quite a grisly sight. But it appears that Doru, in his attempts to stand up to Strahd, returned changed.
You kind of see him sigh, and roll an insight check for me.
Insight. Only an 8.
8. Okay. He looks back at you. Explain.
He was a vampire spawn.
That would explain
Doru
a lot.
has been kept this entire time in the basement of the church. More than that, does the name Gorek Reski mean anything to you?
Gorek. There was a family that traveled through Krezik, came from Krezik, and came through a couple months back. We have not seen them since.
Well, we also have a confession from priest that their child, Gorek, was fed to Doru.
Donovich fed a child to his son. That is what you're telling me.
It is.
Where is he?
We have him restrained in the basement.
I would like to talk to him, please. Take me. And he doesn't even he just walks towards the church.
I'll keep pace with him. The smoke that you saw was us disposing of Doru's body, given the tenacious nature of vampires. We do still, however, have the head in order to prove what he had become.
I don't want to hear this right now. I need to talk to Donovich. You have Doru's head.
We do.
And he's gonna pick up his pace and walk a bit faster. and he makes it back to the entrance of the church. Where's everybody else at? Scars and Rothvin are digging.
I'm at
And
the
then,
entrance.
and then you're at the entrance.
We probably have Sophia and Corwin at the entrance. How shell-shocked do we think Ariadne would be, since for those
Very.
watching, her player was not able to make it tonight. And she was, I believe, the last one with the head.
She's still holding it.
For narrative, she's going to have dropped it in like shock, semi-disgust, but also she's just incredibly overwhelmed with the violence that she had to enact last session. And Doru's head's going to be like on the ground, and she's going to be kind of just like catatonic, staring in front of her.
Would I happen to see this head on the ground by chance?
Yeah, you would definitely, like, it would have been very noticeable to anybody that in the area that she had dropped the head in just like a
If
shock.
If that's what's happened, I would actually make my way back in, and I would probably try to find some type of like linen sack or something that I could put the head into, so it just the grisly sight isn't out in the open.
Yeah, you do find a like a sack that would fit a head.
Okay. Yeah. Finding that, I would go back out and I would scoop and put the head in the bag.
Okay. The head is in a bag now. Ismark continues up the stairs. He, if you guys are in the doorway, he like kind of, he goes through you, like not in a way that he is like trying to hurt you or anything, but he is just a man on a mission. And he makes his way towards you. If you say anything to him, he doesn't even notice or acknowledge it. He just keeps going. And he heads down the stairs.
I'll follow behind. I'll obviously I get out of his way.
Okay.
I am probably going to start hugging Ariadne along toward them. I realize I'm probably going to have to be a bit gentle with her, but she's also one of the only people in the group that can cast Zone of Truth if I at all hear Donovich start to spin a story.
I don't know if she has that at level 3.
It's a level 2 spell. It's just I don't think she had it prepared last time.
Fortunately, I don't think we have too much of a record of what she does and doesn't have prepared.
I mean, I have it on D&D.
Our character sheet should have it.
Yeah. Sign me out of D&D Beyond on everything today. I don't believe she had Zone of Truth.
I think she did when we asked her last time.
Campaigns. She's got her Peacemaker. Oh, you're not even in the campaign, are you? Adapt, you're technically not even.
I thought I put a character in it. Okay.
Oh snap! Yeah, I'm not seeing Rothvin in here.
Yeah.
He's not from my end. That is weird.
Probably just an assignment thing. We can fix that later.
Yeah.
But anyway, heading downstairs.
She does not have Zone of Truth, and she's used most of her spell slots. I'll put it in. But there's a. You guys Corwin at least follows Ismark down the stairs, and Ismark is walking with a purpose. He gets down into the basement, walks through the dirt, and straight towards Donovich. And he grabs Donovich by the collar of his shirt. You told me Toro was dead. He's been here this whole time. And Donovich just kind of fall, like you see him like just give up. Like every bit of fire has gone out of his body. And he just sobs there. And Ismark. So it's true. He was vampire. Donovich. It was true. It is true. He is gone. I don't know what else I could have done. You protect your sister. She has been bit. We all know this. It's gone all through town. And Ismark like smacks him across the face.
I'll have probably been a nosy enough bitch to at least trail downstairs within earshot, but be lingering by the door.
Ismark, he drops Donovich. Donovich is just a pile of emotions right now. Like he's just on the ground in the dirt of the basement, just sobbing. What do you have to say for yourself? Nothing? For a whole year, a child? And Ismark pulls out a sword. And he points it towards Donovich. Donovich, you were my father's best friend. Toro was my childhood friend. He would not have wanted this. And he just points his sword towards Donovich. We will take care of you. Go ahead.
No, I'm just watching. I'm not intervening at all.
He go ahead and roll a perception check.
Best. Perception, that is a 12 total.
12? It's not hard to see that as Ismark is pointing the sword towards Donovich, like his hand's shaking. Like he is very... His father died 3 days ago. He is now the burgomaster of the town. And he is very unsure of what to do right now. He is going to continue to point his sword at Donovich.
I'll take a few steps forward since I notice these things. I won't stand in between them, but I'll stand next to Ismark, and I'll say, a lot has transpired in the last 24 hours. Perhaps you allow this to breathe and see how you feel after resting. For now, he can remain as he is.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. That's a natural 1. I will use another beacon. Apparently, I can't be persuaded.
Oh my god!
Because I'm in the room, could I like speak up to add a line to that to give him advantage on this check?
Yeah, absolutely. What are you gonna say?
Essentially, like, we're alone right now. Doru may have been your best friend, but I'm certain that there are probably others in town that would also want to know what happened. This is likely a matter best not dealt with in private. This is a matter for the authorities of the town to air their grievances so that you all can heal.
I am the authority of this town.
And are you going to execute a man here in the dark, in the silence? Or are you going to take him out to the town so that everyone can behold what he did?
This town has seen enough suffering. Every day they suffer. Every day is a struggle. I don't know if it is something that they would want to see. But, and he sheathes his sword. We can wait. And he looks at Donovich. My father would be so disappointed. And just like turn and walk away. You didn't need a roll after that. Good job, Severin. He walks up the stairs, his shoulders slumped, and he makes his way back onto like the front patio porch area of the church. Is there anything left of Doru?
Who is he asking?
Just everybody that's on the front porch right now. I think it would be Sophia and Severin and Corwin.
I probably lagged behind to leave a package of rations with Donovich before we lock him up, so I might be a few steps behind if someone else wants to answer that question.
I think Sophia has
The head.
Yeah. I'll let her speak on that one.
I'm holding evidence of what was being kept below the church. The rest of the remains are when cremation wasn't an option is being buried in the back right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's take it back and let's bury my friend.
I'll just nod to that and walk alongside him towards the back where Rothvin and Scars are.
Okay. Severin, we're gonna go to you because you decided to kind of like stay back a couple steps, and you're now downstairs with Donovich by yourself.
Unless Corwin also stayed or left.
No, I would have left.
He doesn't acknowledge that you have been there. Or that you were there. He's just sobbing in the corner of the basement.
Given his bindings, I'll make sure that the food is within reach.
Okay.
And just have that moment of, for what it's worth, when you asked whether or not I intended to kill him, I didn't lie to you. I had no intention of doing it. And I might not have been the one to strike the killing blow. But I do hate when circumstance makes a liar out of me.
You know why I did it though, right? You know. You can understand.
You opened your mind to me earlier. I do know. It doesn't make it right. But I know. I'll leave.
As he kind of reach. You believe in justice.
I believe in truth.
Okay, well, my truth is I do not want to live anymore. I will be hung, or he kind of nods his head towards where you left his rations of food. You could help me.
I tend to
Spicy.
I tend to keep a number of flasks on hand due to how much
Mhm.
water magic Severin does, which are glass.
Mhm.
I'm going to take one of them out. I'm going to throw it onto the floor to shatter next to him. I'm gonna leave.
He's not gonna say anything to you as you walk up the stairs. You meet. Well, everybody else has walked towards the back of the cemetery, and you are there alone now. Probably following a few steps behind. Ismark has walked up to Rothvin.
So as we're digging, Rothvin looks over to Scars and goes, "Hey, Scars, you hear that?"
What?
Exactly.
But then upon seeing Ismark, he's like, just coughing.
Ismark walks up. Well, this is the grave for my friend. One of you has his head. Whose is it?
What was that? I didn't hear.
Who
Head
has
out
his
of the way.
head? Sophia does?
At that point, at answering the question, no answer, just handing the sack over to him.
He reaches over and grabs it with like both hands. Thank you for that, anonymous person. I appreciate you.
Sick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For
Still gonna
context, some
try
gift
to-
subs just dropped in chat from an anonymous gifter. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Anyways, we're in a very somber moment right now. He takes the bag, holds it at both his hands. Scars, you already like kind of brought back the rest of the body. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna say you guys definitely dug a big enough hole in that amount of time that some of the body, the rest of the body is in the grave already. No casket. But Ismark, he lowers the head down as quietly and as gracefully as he could. As you have, I'm assuming, dug it 6 feet deep. And he kind of lets the head drop. And Doru, I knew this was not what you wanted. You went there to fight the devil, and you came back one. This is no fault of your own. If you can hear me, I do not hold. I do know why your father did what he did. It does not make it okay. But I understand why. There are reasons, not excuses, for the things that you've done. And he's gonna like stand back up and take a bit of dirt from the ground and drop it over the body. May you rest in peace, my friend, and may we meet again. And he's gonna drop it and then grab a shovel from the side and start filling in the hole.
Rothvin will help fill the hole.
Would I be able to use shape water to just shield him from some of the rain?
Yeah, I'll say that you can do that. Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like a little dome over the. Just like it's not a dome, but it just misses him.
I figure I have to kind of focus on it a little bit.
Yeah.
My character is not very strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
As far as helping with the shovel.
Totally. Absolutely. It doesn't take you guys very long to fill in the hole. There are 2 of you doing it. You do see at times that Ismark kind of puts down his shovel and slumps over. You see like his shoulders, like he sobs a couple times and then starts filling the hole back in again. He's not okay with everything that has happened, but this is his job.
Just so I'm remembering correctly, Ismark is Irina's brother, right?
Yes.
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 Okay. So while they're digging, Rothvin's just gonna look over at him and be like, "Hey, still gotta help your sister. So, grieve. You're gonna have to get it together."
I know what I have to do. You are right. We might be delayed. I'm going to
So
have to tell the town.
You don't want to leave now?
I would have had Donovich and this Doro situation not have occurred, but we have to do something with Donovich. He will have to face the justice.
I left him food and water so you have time to decide. If it gets too late, we can still hunker down for the evening since it's so dangerous and not deal with it in the morning.
Right now it's only about 1 p.m. You guys like got up super early that last day, so Ismark's I am going to go home. Tell Irina what has occurred. I will see what her opinion on the matter is. And then we will go from there. You are more than welcome at our home. I will not be very social, but it might be nice to have an hour or 2 alone with my sister. And he's just gonna look at all of you. I thank you. You did the right thing. Doru would not have wanted to live his life any longer the way that he was. And he kind of like, he's gonna like put his hand on Rothvin's shoulder and just kind of like squeeze it. And then, I appreciate you all. He's gonna turn around and walk away.
Whoa.
So after he gets about, I don't know, 10, 15 steps, so maybe 30 feet away, Rothvin look at the others and go, "Lunch?"
Can
I
we
was
have
waiting
that?
for it. I was waiting for it. I was like, God damn, Rothvin's gonna say something so.
Can we have that line be the point where we take like a quick break to like go to the bathroom and grab some food?
Yeah, definitely on the YouTube video. I'm cutting it right there. Like lunch. Yeah, everybody take a good 5. Go to the bathroom, get some water. You in the audience as well do the same. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Back
get some
in a bit.
woodberry.
All right, we're back. Thanks for sticking there with us, chat. Appreciate you. Let me find one of my many tabs that are open right now, so I can turn the music back on. Just go. There we go. A little bit different for this one. Okay. You guys are all gonna get lunch.
Yep. That's allegedly the second most important meal of the day.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
They're hilarious. You guys make your way back down. The streets are a little muddy now. Your boots get kind of stuck in it every once in a while, but you guys do make it back to. Do you guys remember the name of the tavern? Pop quiz.
It's on. Oh, I was gonna say it's on the map. Ah, shit.
Sorry,
We
I'm
have the
gonna
copy
do
of
a
the map
DM
anywhere.
pop quiz every once in a while, guys.
Oh,
Something.
well. I don't.
I feel like we should know it.
It's blood on the Vines Tavern.
I'm gonna be blood on the. Yeah, honestly,
Blood of the
I'm gonna be
Vines.
honest. It's definitely canonical that Scars wouldn't even have looked 100% canon.
No, totally fine. It was like
Blood
the
on the
name.
Vines.
You guys remembered the name last time, and now I'm like, for the tavern name. Also, I do that in case I forget something, and then you guys can
Valid.
give me the answer. So you'll never
Sorry,
know.
I used up all my brain power on like actually remembering the name of the little kid that got killed, and then just like every other name got bumped out of my head on the way.
Totally understand. I had it up on a note, so because I definitely did not make that up last session. All right, you guys enter the Blood of the Vine Tavern. You see
Right.
Eric, the barkeep. He's still just polishing glasses like he was before. You don't see any of the sisters around at this time. So it's just you and Eric right now.
Well, I'll put in our food order with him.
Okay. What are you guys ordering?
I'll probably just go for the soup again this time, keep it cheap, and, method acting.
Method acting, love it.
I do believe to follow in that same suit, I would also order soup.
Okay.
Rothvin's been digging. He's hungry. He's gonna see if there's any of those meat pies.
Oh yeah, there's some meat pies left. Where did my notes of everything cost? Whatever. You get your meat pie. I think those cost 2 gold pieces or 1 gold piece last time. And your soup was not very expensive. So you guys all get
the barkeep here today.
It's just the barkeep here right now.
I'll pay for Rothvin's meal since I know that he's not exactly flush right now.
So you want the meat pie, you want 2 soups. Bird, do you need anything?
Did you say bird?
Yeah.
Fairies don't exist in this world, this realm.
Those are some messed up, those are some weird wings, son. Those are some weird. You should get that checked out.
I'm gonna push up my goggles and say, actually.
Oh my god.
Corn will say, I'm actually a fairy. I'm not a bird. I'm not of aviation design. I'm fey in nature. But I'll just take what they're having, please.
So, do you just want soup, or do you want the pie as well? What?
Just the soup. Just the soup.
Just the soup. Okay.
Rothvin puts the handful of gold he was about to use to pay for the pie back in his pouch.
So,
by the way, where are these pies coming from?
Miss Morgan.
Yes, the maybe lamb, I believe, is what this meat is.
There is lamb, there is chicken, there is pigs. We do have those here.
Well,
Fairies.
I will
So-
taste this pie and
You would
determine
like
what
a
meat
pie?
it is. Yes.
Absolutely. So 2 pies, 3 soups, and for the queen, what would the queen like?
Severin is gonna pout that she knows he's not talking about her. Sophia's blue screening.
Oh,
A little bit. I don't wait, but she already ordered, so she wouldn't respond to that.
what did you order? I'm sorry, I got
She ordered the soup.
the soup.
She-
Okay,
yeah, that's right. The soup.
Yep,
so
she ordered the soup as well.
3
some
soups.
soups,
2 meat
some meat,
pies.
anything to drink.
Beer. Scars is
We
very
have
enthusiastic about
wine.
that. Oh, wine.
Wine, a pitcher. I will bring it out to you. Go ahead and sit down, and I will be out shortly.
You are a fantastic individual.
Rothvin looks over at Scars and is like, "Are you being loud because Ariandne's being quiet?"
He doesn't have a response to the fantastic individual response. He just continues to polish his glasses until you guys turn away, go to the table.
As we're getting settled in, because I know ritual casting takes a little bit, I'll sit down next to Corwin to go, would you be able to do me a favor, since you have that ability to detect magic? Would you be able to do casting on those meat pies when they come back? Because I had the strangest dream last night.
Interesting.
I'll go ahead and begin ritually casting Detect Magic. 10 minutes will pass by eventually.
Okay. You guys sit down very shortly. Eric comes back. He's got 6 glasses or 6 like mugs and a pitcher of wine, and he puts in front of you. The soup and the pies will be up very shortly. And then he just turns around, like kind of militantly a little bit, and just goes back to the back behind the bar and into the kitchen.
After what Severin saw from Donovich, she's probably watching him very closely. Like, she's going to be distracted from any conversations with the rest of them, just hung up on observing him.
Okay.
Do you suppose more people are rigid like him?
Who is Sophia asking?
Just whoever hears her at the table and is willing to respond.
What?
Scars begins eating some of his good berries that he summoned in the church earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Because berries make everything better.
They really do. I mean, how can you be mad at eating a berry? It's impossible.
A short time passes, and Eric brings out bowls of soup for those who ordered it, and also the meat pies that were ordered.
Nice. Scars, he starts on the wine. He doesn't really touch the meat pie yet. He's just drinking the wine, looking at the pie, and he's also smelling it. Like he's just like trying to determine what kind of meat it is himself.
Yeah. This is about the time that your detect magic would have gone off. And as you're sitting at the table, not talking to anybody during this 10 minutes as you're meditating, as you're doing your ritual casting, you realize when the 10 minutes is up and you kind of look up and everything around you is a little bit fuzzy. And you've done this before, so you know what you're looking for. Nothing in the vicinity that you are in is putting off any magic aura right now.
Good sign.
Not even the pies?
The pies are not.
All right. Well, I'll explain that Corwin sees nothing of any magical that gains his attention to anything magical.
Severin remains suspicious.
I was gonna say, does that make her more or less suspicious?
Because it makes her wonder whether or not she's been drugged.
In hearing that, I'd probably just, if you had weird dreams, it's probably not magic. It's probably something else that was slipped into your food.
Are they talking new scars?
Did you just
would he hear
flip
them?
off Sophia?
Me and Sophie are rivals at this point.
Yeah, I can see that after the whole tarot card reading last session.
We have rivals, folks. Let's go.
If Ariandne was just, why can't we all just get along?
But no, would Scars hear that? Or are you guys talking
Scars
quietly?
Scars would have heard that too.
He just kind of looks off towards the two of you, and he's like, I mean, do you not have good dreams very often?
No!
He was like taking it back. He's like, he's had some wine, so he's like, oh. And he offers you some wine.
I will gladly take it. The line of work I'm in and having to constantly process all of that information, no, it doesn't really turn into sweet dreams.
That seems sad, but at the same time, the consistency seems welcome. You know what to expect.
I mean, if you want something that seems sad, she's just going to gesture to Corwin.
Rothvin's gonna look over and be like, you guys keep talking about dreams. What are those? Rothvin's an elf in trances, so like...
You ever close your eyes and start hallucinating?
No.
Well, it's a bit like that.
Scars looks actually curious. He's thinking about this now. He's like, never thought to try to describe this for someone who never has. He's drinking his wine. He hasn't touched the meat pie yet. He's still like sniffing it, but he hasn't eaten it yet. He's still trying to determine what kind of meat it is, if it's familiar, something he's eaten before.
Go. You can go ahead and roll a perception check if you want to.
Oh, sure.
Or I think what would be for taste? Perception, probably.
I feel like that's perception.
Yeah.
Perception is usually the organoleptic.
Yeah. What you just automatically kind of sense or see or taste or feel. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'm going digital dice for this one. I have a good feeling.
Okay. Just let me know what you roll, because I don't have the digital dice thing set up. So
it's a 10.
It's a 10. I mean, you definitely get like the taste of like lamb in there. There's some like onions, root vegetables in there, things that are pretty easy to grow that are there in with the pie.
So you're saying he could potentially make this himself?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if he recognized the lamb, he'd be like, Okay, well, that I recognize that much at least, and he sees the root vegetables, and after a time of sniffing, he's probably like pretty through his own glass of wine at this point, but he does take a bite of the meat pie now.
As you guys are sitting there, the sisters do all come in, or come from the upstairs where they live. You can kind of hear giggling and the sound of like bracelets. Like if you have a bunch of bracelets, like kind of like tinkering against each other. And they all come downstairs, and they go straight up to Eric. And they order a couple things, and the Mirabelle, who you guys met last session, she's got the silver hoop earrings, and she's constantly kind of smirking at you. Oh, well, our friends are back, sisters. Hello, you are still alive. That is good news.
I'll wave them over, scoot my chair over, see if we can make a little space for them, and I'm also going to pull out the map that we recently purchased.
Yeah. Will you put the map up? Or I have to move you guys there. That's my bad.
Yep. No worries. Like, I will
gotta-
move us to where we are.
No,
you-
totally.
you
I gotta
guys-
figure out which one of these things has the map on it. Okay, here we go.
I'm not certain if you gave us a copy of the file.
I did not give you the copy of the file. Also have like a cool actual map of it that doesn't have all of the stuff on it. For like a player map that has just the major things on it.
But while you're looking for that, essentially, I'll just be, inviting them over, and have that moment of it's lovely to see you all again. We were talking the other day. Remember how you told us we should be meeting up with Madame Eva? We did manage to get our hands on a map the other night. Would you be able to tell us right about here where the Vistani are camping so we could meet back up with them?
Oh, absolutely. Let me see you like roll out the map. And it should show up where I am pinging. Is it not pinging for you guys?
I can see the ping. I can see the ping, but just for the sake of role play, Severin will be marking that.
Yeah, perfect.
That was right here, right? This one right here?
Yes. Yep, right there.
I'll
It
put it
looks-
on the map for us.
It also looks like there's even like just on the other side of that body of water, there's like some little pent markers, so probably they're there.
Madam Eva?
Eva, yes.
Eva.
Or it's like, sorry, it's right over, it's right here. These little tents over here. Same little area,
Oh,
but
Oh, good,
yeah.
yes.
yeah,
so
on the road.
it was already
the
on
road.
there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we do owe her a visit.
How long would it take to get there?
Not very long at all. If you leave now, you could be there in a few hours, but I don't think they are there till tomorrow. They are traveling down from...
So you don't think they're there now?
From Cleric.
If I see the proprietor that had the hots for Rothvin, like as she's looking for a seat, I'm gonna kind of kick Rothvin under the table and be like, "Hey, scoot over a bit. Make a bit of room for our proprietress."
I'm just gonna be like, what the heck? I'm eating here.
Scoot over.
Like arms are out and like full caveman mode. Just be like,
Oh,
what?
you would like me to sit there next to you? Okay. Eric, some more wine for our guest. And like all of the women like kind of sit down. You guys are at like a long wooden table with seating on the long side of it, and they take seats near you. They're like, it's like bench seating. So the one with like the shawl draped over, so she goes, so tell me, what have you all been up to in your short time in Barovia? We already know that you survived the death house.
Killed the vampire spawn at the church.
Like kind of like doesn't like
Rothvin-
she pulls
Rothvin
her
said it
glass
just
of
like that,
wine,
too.
her mug of wine to her lips, and you kind of see it like, what did you say? You killed the vampire spawn.
Yeah, the priest's son.
Scars drinks very deeply. He's just like, oh, can't talk, too busy. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Oof.
same movement here. Like, yup, drink.
That's the cue, everyone. Drink. Yeah, there we go.
For
Try
Severin,
not
it's not
explaining
even
that.
for Severin, it's not even necessarily mouthful too busy. It's more of a God, I'm gonna need to be drunker to get through this.
Oh my god.
Sorvia looks at you, and she's the one when Scars was spidering around. She was like the more severe one, the one questioning if what Alenka, who was like more the quiet, they were the two that were standing outside on the patio. When you were
Bickering about whether
listening.
we'd survive.
Yeah. So Sorvia, she you killed the vampire spawn.
Yep.
Donovich's son was a vampire.
Yep.
And you killed him. And you've been
Yeah.
here for 2 days.
And we didn't
Is that-
take a single scratch.
Is that unusual?
It's not unusual. It's just you are finding a lot of trouble. Are you looking for it?
Severin's gonna drink again because honestly, looking for trouble is her fucking job.
Corwin will
Robin's gonna
say,
be like, we went to bury a body and found that there. So no.
Corwin will also say, wherever I go, there happens to be grim tidings, so this was expected on my part.
So it's your fault. I just play.
Scars.
It is not your fault, obviously. You just got here. That's called a joke, Mr. Grimm.
Right. Yeah, right. Sorry.
Sometimes you chuckle.
I can't remember the last time I laughed, unfortunately.
I suspect Ariandne is probably like, oh shit, I'm gonna make it my mission to make sure that you laugh by the end of this week.
I miss her so much.
We need Ariadne for sure.
I
My
miss her.
God.
I know, the lightheartedness. It gets too dark when she's not here. All three sisters are kind of like they're drinking their wine and eating their meat pies, and they're mostly. Why don't you guys go ahead and roll an insight check to see if you
Sure.
can.
Yeah, I like insight.
12.
11.
11 as well.
21.
Ooh.
Scars,
Natural
because
20?
you natural 20. Okay, there we go. Scars and Sophia, while they're sitting there, you can kind of see a little bit of uneasiness in their posture. The rest of you guys wouldn't notice it because they are trying to hide it, but you just sense an uneasiness. Like they're not that they're hiding anything, but that they are now not so like free, and you kind of sense that they're starting to guard themselves a little bit.
Would it
Interesting.
bother the three of you overmuch if I just had a couple of questions about some of the local culture?
What do you want to know?
It may sound strange. I just want to make sure that I'm not misunderstanding, since sometimes, especially people throw words around as insult and hyperbole, but especially dealing with the arcane, something like this could be serious. There was a man that we encountered that was referring to people as soulless.
Soulless.
Yes. Was this just him running his mouth, or has there actually been some sort of divine troublings separating people's souls from bodies in this area? Just to be sure that I'm not accidentally misconstruing things.
It sounds like a bunch of Barovian myth to me.
Do you happen to know what the myth is?
From my time here, we just own the bar. But a lot of the locals, they believe that their souls cannot leave. Once they die, they do not leave. They just get kind of recycled. But you know, people like to fuck, and there's not as many bodies as there are souls. But that is just myth, based in absolute nothing.
Good to know. Thank you for filling me in on that.
People like to find answers where there are none. When things get complicated. Or when they see things that are complicated.
It doesn't seem like you believe that at all.
No. I do not believe that. But they also believe that they cannot leave. I can. We can.
I've been meaning to ask too, because the Vistani that guided us here were warning us against the fog that was surrounding the borders. Do you happen to know anything about its nature? It was never explained to us exactly why it is in fact dangerous. We partially ended up in that haunted house because we were attempting to evade the fog, and frankly, after everything we went through in there, I'm tempted to take my chances with fog.
Eric, another pitcher, please. And Eric brings up another pitcher and puts it down on the table.
Yes.
You seem like nice people. You've heard of Strahd. What do you know of her?
Well, the Vistani that guided us here seemed to think her a bit of a tragic hero in need of saving. Some of the locals we've bumped into paint a far less complimentary picture.
The Vistani and Strahd, we have an agreement. We come, we go, we make it through the fog. Those who try to come in and those who try to leave, the fog takes them. I would not recommend you testing this theory. It would turn out very bad for all of you.
However, when you say the fog takes them, are we talking like acid fog, poison fog?
I
Turns
do
you around
not
on
know.
your
I
head?
am not. It does not affect me. But
Do you know what the effect that it actually has? Have you seen it?
it causes it causes folks to die. I don't really know what else it is. Like they die. They go in. There's lots of caffeine. They move slower. And if they keep moving in, they even move slower, and then they eventually just fall over and die. From what I hear, does
Should've
not
just
affect
said
me.
that in the beginning.
Ouch.
But have you actually seen this happen, or is this coming second, third, fourth hand?
We have found bodies. But no, we have not seen it like in person. But Strahd controls who comes in and who goes out.
Well,
I
they
take a
let us
sip.
in.
Yes.
I take a sip of my soup, and after I take the sip, I put the spoon down. See, where I come from, whenever there's an agreement, usually both sides are getting something. You get to come and go as you want, based on everything you're saying about this fog. But what are you giving? What's the other end of the agreement that you're not telling us?
We let Strahd know what she needs to know.
Pick up the spoon and take another sip. Interesting.
Sorvia kind of, she does a little sisters, it is time for us to go check on the town. Let's go to the mercantile. Maybe they have some new things there. I've been looking for an eye patch.
Did you end up selling the eye patch, or did you actually just hold on to it because of the rates?
I think I sold it actually.
Ooh.
I didn't think I was gonna get much anywhere else because I didn't know that I figured that might have been just the standard.
Intriguing.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
you're
I
looking
did
for an
sell
eye
it.
patch? I suppose if we ever see one, we can keep an eye out.
Yes. And they all walk out the bar.
Keep an eye out.
Sorry, the eye patch is gonna become canon now. Like,
Oh no.
I guess we earned that one.
Amazing.
After they depart, I kind of just look back across everyone else, and did anyone else notice that they were really uneasy with us after a bit?
Well,
Hmm.
Rothvin was talking about killing vampire spawn over lunch, so you know.
And the first
Grain of
thing they
salt.
said was that they were surprised we were alive.
Scars takes another big drink. Gulp.
gulp.
I'm sure Scars is noticing that we essentially got 2 free pitchers of wine out of that.
Oh, 100%. He's like doing his best to make sure that by the time they notice, there's nothing left.
So is this Madame Eva person not going to be there today? Is that what they said?
That's how they made it sound.
A month ago when we met, it did. they did say that Madame Eva was going to be setting up her camp there within 2 days. Just because they kind of know, they are kind of a nomadic, like they move back and forth throughout Barovia.
It looks like it's
And-
more or less on the way to Valaki, so like we could probably stop over there while helping Arena.
Because this is where we're going, right?
Yeah, that's where we're
Yeah.
going.
And it's only about 2 or 3 hours. Barovia is very small.
And how long would it do it? So, Rothvin wouldn't ask this, but how long would it take to get here walking?
About 2 or 3 hours. If you
all the way
don't.
over here.
Oh, to Valaki? Oh, no.
Yeah.
For Valaki, sorry. I thought you were talking about.
Oh, sorry. No, we're sorry.
No, you're fine. I have a whole little thing.
It sounds like our journey
I mean,
is going to
it's
be something like this.
Yeah, like it's less than 25 miles. So, I mean, it would take you about a day to get there if you follow the road. And if you don't run into any trouble.
So probably spend the rest of today wrapping up what's happened with the priest and the burgomaster, with Irina and Ismark, to make sure that we leave in the morning tomorrow to have plenty of time to stop at the camp, probably hide them, and then B, make our way to Valaki afterwards and make it there before nightfall.
Ideally.
This is what you guys are discussing at the table?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would not actually say that out loud at the table because the fact that this is a Vistani-owned tavern and
Holy
Ismark.
smokes. We just got raided by 64 people.
Holy
Hi,
crap.
everybody.
Let's
Welcome
go.
in.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Dee.
Hello, Raiders.
Welcome to our Curse of Strahd game.
Welcome to
Right.
Don't worry,
Barovia.
we're not
Yeah.
dead yet.
Not dead yet. They're still in Barovia. So we're but thank you so much.
Wow.
Just like
thank
us, you can never leave.
You can never leave. Now you're here.
Just like Hotel California.
Right
I
now,
love
they're
it.
discussing what they are going to do. Father Donovich is locked in a basement, and he knows his son is dead by the hands of these folks. Ismark is feeling very not just feeling very. He's in a lot of turmoil right now, and he's talking to his sister, but. What are you guys thinking? What's the move?
I was probably going to canvass a little bit to ask about Mary's daughter, just to see if anyone happened to see her going out of town. We also now have a lead that the pies are being made by a woman named Morgan. So that's someone I would probably keep an eye out for because
Miss Morgan.
Yeah, Severin is still convinced she has either been enchanted or poisoned. And more or less just spend a couple of hours, have our meal, ask around a little bit. Maybe we end up trying our luck again for any of the supplies at the general store in case the guy's in a better mood. Head back to the burgomaster's mansion so that Ismark has had a little time to cool off after we just told him his BFF was dead and we beheaded him.
As you do.
Settle up how he wants to tell the town about Donovich and Doru, and probably, I'm guessing, sleep at the burgomaster's mansion so that we have time fresh on the morrow to be able to make it all the way to Valaki before dark.
Is that what we're doing? Are you guys finishing up lunch?
Yeah, and then I think we're
Yeah.
gonna be wandering around the town for a bit 'cause it's still really early. Rothvin will just
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of wander around and see if there's anything happening.
Okay.
Yeah, Scars goes with
Rothvin.
him.
Oh, go, you guys are going together.
Yeah. He's
Is
like,
everybody else leaving with the strong ones, or?
I will take the heavy crossbow that no one wanted out of Rothvin's bag.
Oh,
I'm gonna head back to the general store.
Okay.
Mm.
As you guys exit, the Blood of the Vine Tavern, you do see there is a very young, like a young 20-something-year-old woman who is pushing a cart. And you see several, like a couple children run up, give her some coins, and then she hands them one of the ham pies that you have been eating. And she's just kind of pushing this cart along the road. Let me guys put you back into the town of Barovia, not the city, not the country of Barovia.
So Rothvin will just walk up and be like, "Ooh, road snacks," and be like, "Hey, how much for another pie?"
The young woman looks at you, and for one pie, it is 1 gold piece. Are you new in town? I have not seen you before.
What's new? Yesterday?
Lord.
I would call that new, yes.
Then yeah, we're new.
You would like one of my pies. I do have meat pies. I also have some fruit pies. I bought the fruit off of the Vistani, so it is those ones cost 2 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll take one of those
Ooh.
fruit ones then.
Okay. 2 gold pieces, and she like reaches into her cart and she pulls it up, and there's like a little piece of, like, when you go to, it's got like a piece of paper, not paper, but wrapped around it, and she hands it to you. It's still hot. Still super hot.
Question.
Yes.
How long does Corwin's detect magic last, and does he sense anything off of this woman or her cart?
It only lasts 10 minutes, so it would have expired by now.
Forgot about that. It's a good idea, though.
Yeah, Rothvin will hand over 2 gold pieces because 2's a high enough number that he can still count to.
1, 2.
Oh,
Thank you for the follows.
Someone babysit Scars. Someone babysit Rothvin. Scars, I think you're closest.
I
will-
am closest.
I am gonna cast, not ritually cast. I'll just straight up cast detect magic to see if there's anything that emanates in the vicinity of this individual and their wares.
Yeah. Not ritually casting,
Just straight up casting. Mark that as a spell casted.
The Rothvin's gonna unwrap the pie that's piping hot and take a bite and start doing the kind of thing as he starts to like walk away. Thanks.
Scars kind of looks at Rothman and he's like, what if Strahd has many pies like these? Do you think that would entice you to obey her?
What? Why would pies dictate that?
I mean, they are delicious. Have you had a pie like this outside of Barovia?
Like fruit pie? Yeah.
Really? Where?
There are some places that the ship that I used to be on would stop and in the markets they had pies and stuff.
Ah, so you've been on ships.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what I used to do.
Would Sophia have heard that?
If you're I don't think we walked away, so probably.
Okay.
Yeah, is this
Yeah,
before we all split up while we're just like outside the inn?
Yeah, I think this is while we're
Yeah.
like
Okay.
just after we got the pie.
Okay.
Mhm.
If that's the case, and at hearing the talk about the ship, oh, you served on a ship. Where did you
Yep.
make dock? Where did you make port?
All over the place, really. Sometimes in that not winter place. Sometimes in the
Corwin,
in-
you would detect a magical aura around Miss Morgan.
Okay.
It'd be transmutation magic.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, Ms. What you up to? Wait a minute. I'm nervous now.
I'll let Severin know that I detect a transmutation, but I'm gonna whisper it. I don't want to be too audible when I say it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and just roll what's your stealth? Do you have a I don't know what whispering would be. Stealth probably.
Yes, I can do stealth, yeah.
Okay, yeah, stealth. You can do it at advantage because she's like getting the pies out for everybody who ordered them.
Sure. That'll be a 13 total.
13 total?
My rolls are not on point tonight.
A lot of ones for you.
I know.
Okay, yeah, you whisper that to her.
Okay.
Yeah, Severin's immediately suspicious. So I'm gonna pull, coin out, roll between my fingers to step up to purchase pie. I'm gonna time it so that like there isn't really much of a line, so that I actually have a couple, a good solid minute or two to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
I will burn my sorcery points to use a subtle spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts as I step up to to talk to her.
So spicy.
Well, hello. You must be the Miss Morgan that we've been hearing about. Had some fantastic pies at the tavern. Had to know where they came from. Lovely to be able to actually go right to the source. Did I hear you say to one of the other patrons that there was fruit on offer today?
There's a wisdom save, isn't there?
There is no wisdom save to being able to hear their surface thoughts.
Okay.
That's partially why I'm sort of like, because of the fact that it lasts a full minute, so it's like 10 rounds, I generally try to dredge up some surface thoughts. And if I feel like I need to, then pry deeper.
Okay. As you approach and you ask, I guess the topmost of her thoughts, somebody's detecting magic. Which one is it?
She knows. So, I'm, just trying to make sure that I'm, pulling her attention back. Oh, I'd definitely love to try one of the fruit pies. 1 gold, right?
Yes, 2 gold, because I had to buy the fruit off the Vistani. It's not cheap.
Absolutely. It was the funniest thing. I had one of those meat pies the other night, and I could have sworn it's a bit ironic they were calling them dream pastries in the tavern, and I actually had one of the best dreams of my life.
They do that. There's one of the things that is very one of the things that helps all of the Verovians to, feel. I don't know if it is the sweets or just that they are not used to good food, but it makes them feel better. It helps them sleep.
Any other details leaking to the surface that she's leaving out?
Not at the moment. No, you can dig deeper if you want to, but
I'll go ahead and actually try to do that dig deeper. See
Okay.
what I can get.
what's your wisdom save?
Let's take a look, see. As we're in the middle of this, because we are going back and forth a little bit, it's technically a bonus action to do, but we haven't entered combat. Would I be allowed
No,
to
but it's like 6 seconds. I would say you're.
Would I be allowed to activate my innate sorcery?
Are you? Does it have like a verbal or like
No, it's
somatic?
No.
No. Okay, then yeah, you could do that for sure.
So I'm gonna activate my innate sorcery, which is going to increase all of my spell save DCs by 1.
Okay.
Which should mean that I am now at which should bump me up to, I believe, 16.
16. Okay.
And it's a
Keep in mind
wisdom
if-
saving through.
Keep in mind, if they succeed, they're gonna know you're fucking doing this.
Even
Yeah, but
better.
Yeah.
For all we know, this person, they already know you cast the detect magic.
Yeah,
They might
that threw me
think-
for a loop.
They might
mean-
think that I did that.
Like,
and
you
that
cast it
I'm-
out loud, right? So,
Also, I mean,
Yeah.
technically
How do you detect? How do you cast detect magic? You're saying like there's somatic and verbal components.
She did
to
it
or-
with her sorcery point to do it like suddenly.
No, I'm
that
talking
was- that
about
was-
you, Corwin. You cast
Oh, shit.
detect
Yeah,
magic,
oh,
and
oh.
that uses somatic and verbal components. I'm pretty sure.
Did you
I could be
hide
wrong.
behind a corner?
It does verbal and somatic.
Okay, yeah. So
Did you hide
Show
behind
me the
me to do it?
Well, the range on it is 30 feet, so I would have been the maximum feet away I could have been. And I wasn't stealthily when I did it. I didn't announce that, so
Yeah.
I would have been just 30 feet away doing it.
doing like.
Yeah.
casting magic by doing the robot.
It's fine. It's fine.
Did you turn your back so that your fluttering wings were covering up what you were doing?
I didn't say I did.
not this time you did.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
So wisdom save 16 as I pry deeper.
Not bad, not bad.
As you try to pry deeper into this woman's head, you feel like there's almost a brick wall that gets put up between you and her mentally. Her face does not change, her demeanor does not change, but that is what happens to you mentally. I sure hope you enjoy the pie, darling. It is, I put a lot of love into it. She hands you a pie.
I'll take it. I'll pay her. I'll smile. I'm gonna lean in and have that moment of the detect magic. Me. I'm not the only one asking questions.
You said that to her?
Yes.
Oh.
Folks like you, the new folks in town, they always think that they know more than they do, honey. And she like reaches out towards you. I hope you enjoy the pie. And then she takes her cart and begins to push it away towards like the nearest house.
Scars is just like kind of watching this all happen. He's been very quiet this whole time, just like it's like a fly on the wall, a very big fly on the wall.
Corwin, I will say that I missed this when you detect. You would have detected some like necromantic energy from. It looks like a woman's carrying a bag.
Is this the same individual or a different person that I'm getting
The
this
same
from?
individual. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Necromantic energy
And-
from. Okay.
necromantic and transmutation.
Yeah.
So she's
Different
running
people,
more.
though, right? I heard there was somebody walking by, or was it they were both on the pie vendor?
The
It's
necromantic energy would come from the bag that she was like kind of carrying underneath her or like by her, and the transmutation energy would have been like from herself.
Okay, so they were both on the same
Mm-hmm.
person. Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. I'll chalk that up as to me seeing this after the transaction, as if I was blinded by transmutation, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's actually necromantic that I'm getting too. And once I meet up back with Severin, I'll just say, towards the end of that encounter, I felt necromantic energy from that individual, but there was something on her that was emanating from. So this individual itself had transmutation all around them, but something specific on them carried necromantic energy.
All right, so she's pushing a cart, so she's not really going at a fast rate, right? Like,
No,
you could
she's not going at
probably
a fast
see
rate.
her.
Yeah.
I might come up to Scars and just have a moment of. Do you think you could follow her? Subtle.
I think I
Keep your-
can.
Keep your distance. I'm getting the impression that there's far more to this person than we think. Corwin is detecting both words are hard. Transmutation magic, as well as necromantic. And she had enough power to resist my own abilities to pry into thoughts.
Hmm. And I imagine that you are no amateur when it comes to such things.
I mean, I might have gotten expelled from school before we got too much into necromancy, but we don't talk about that. Anyway, it would probably at least be a good idea to figure out where she's going, because I'm probably just going to look at the pie, no longer have an appetite, and hand it to Rothvin.
Robin's already finished the first one.
So now you have a second one.
Yeah, he was talking
Dude.
to Sophia. He was still listing off all the different ports along the Sword Coast.
Scars just nods to Severin. He says, "I will attempt to meet you back here when I have determined my findings."
If we aren't here, if nothing else, we're going to be going back to the Burgomaster's mansion. But just keep an eye out for people complaining about how they're confused by a bird running around.
Hmm. Understandable. And at this point, I think, yeah, it would just be a situation where Scars is gonna find a place kind of like out of the way. He doesn't want her to see him, obviously, but at the same time, he's gonna try to avoid everyone if he can, in terms of eyes watching.
I mean, you guys came out of the tavern, which is like right over here-ish. And you saw Miss Morgan. She was just kind of in the crossroads right here. So you could definitely find a little spot to, like in an alleyway, to duck into.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, he ducks into the alley, and he's gonna use his favorite spell, Cast Without Trace.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna have that on him before wild shaping. His bones reshape themselves as he attempts to recall the form of a creature that he knows to be difficult to see, but also that's relatively fast enough to keep up and be relatively stealthy. And he recalls the deep, dark forest. And as he does so, his back kind of arches and his bones crack and twist and his muscles shift themselves. And so, it would look probably a little disgusting as he focuses and he turns into a panther.
Okay. It's a big creature.
Severin was
Expecting
Severin
a
was
cat or
expecting him-
something? Or a
I was
mouse?
expecting a spider or something.
You know, the spider he's got is only it's only got 20 feet of movement speed.
Okay.
So he's gonna
That's
turn into a
fine.
panther.
Where did you turn into a panther at on the map?
Oh,
So Miss Morgan was like right over here, or I'm looking at the wrong map. She was like right in here at this area.
Okay.
And it looks as if she is moving east.
Yeah, he probably would have done so like between, like right around here between
Okay.
these two buildings.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me get out my. I think I have a little panther little icon here actually. Potentially.
Okay.
May need to
I will
just-
say that yes, you have your pass without trace, and it will give you a +10, but you need to you can't just like be out in the open. And you're gonna have to like it's not just an automatic +10 if you're just like, I'm in the middle of the road, but you can't see me. I'm a panther in the road
Start from
in
shadow to shadow.
Barovia. Yeah, so you
Yeah,
will
it's a
have
lot.
to like Banashti say rooftops only, brah. Like you, So-
he has 40 feet of climb, so he's gonna
Yeah.
get on a roof.
yeah, totally cool. Some people think that they can like just be out in the middle of nowhere, out in the middle of everything, and be like, you can't see me.
It'd be funny, but no.
But-
Maybe if he was invisible.
If he was invisible, absolutely. I was expecting a spider. It's okay. You are now. Do you have your little panther guy? I thought you put
Yeah.
all your panther guys in there. So
Yeah, I thought I had him in here, but I do not. So I'm gonna just make him right quick. It's just
Okay.
gonna be. I
Make
have
him right
all of
quick.
the. I have the look. I just need to get him in here.
yeah, totally. Roll a stealth check as you. I'm assuming climbing onto like the roof of the closest.
Yeah. Let me see. Panther. I'm just
While
gonna.
that's going on, Rothvin, that's a lot of ports that you've been to, but that's not where you make. You know what? We'll just talk about it later. But I'm definitely curious about it. So
Is it just me or did Rothvin start wandering off until Sophia grabbed his attention again?
Yeah, he was about to.
Thank you, Sophia.
Your panther is still a medium-sized creature, right? Or is it a large-sized creature?
Yes, it's definitely. Not
And
this
these
big.
squares are all 40-foot squares, just so you know. It's not like a regular it's a town. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think let me see. How can I adjust this token size? It's a little large.
I think I can.
It's got to be on the DM side, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good times.
Well, it's just gonna be about the
Yeah.
same size as yours because they had it sized for a battle map. But
Oh, Gouda.
yes, all right. Go
Yeah,
ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
All
your
right,
panther.
let's do it. All right, we have a let's see, 27.
27.
Mm.
You, from your alleyway, you transform into your panther. You climb up onto a roof. You have clear view of Miss Morgan as she's pushing her cart. Nobody seems to notice you. She goes to one of the houses in right over here.
Music is fucking crazy.
The music is not supposed to be this intense, but
Yes, it is.
I love
it's
it, by the
really,
way.
it's really not. I mean,
Wow.
maybe it is, but
Strahd is in the
as
bakery.
as you you see Miss Morgan, she rolls up to the house right over here. You see a woman, a pregnant woman, open the door, and from where you're at, go ahead and roll a perception to see if you can hear what they're saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna just yeah, you know what? Yeah, let me just go roll that physically.
The Gothic Spires from Fantasy Plus it gets intense real quick.
I got a 16 on that.
See, for the most part, you can understand what's going on. You do hear a few like mumbling under, but like the woman, I don't have enough money today. And then you hear Miss Morgan, well, you know what that means. No dream pies for you. And the woman, no, Miss Morgan, I have. And she turns around. Istvan, come here. And then you see probably a 4 or 5-year-old boy walk towards the door. Miss Morgan, you can take Istvan. He's good for at least 2, 3 dream pies. Yes.
Fuck.
And Miss Morgan, you kind of see her go, I guess that you will have to do. And she pulls out her bag from the side and opens it. And you see her struggling to put this child in the bag.
The fuck?
This is a good time to remind everybody about the content warnings for Curse of
Oh, yeah.
Strahd.
Content warnings. There's a lot.
Yeah. Let's. Ooh, you know, okay. That honestly, low key. Even my guy didn't quite expect that. He's just like, oh, it's like that. You know, he's not going to intervene. Can he get closer?
Viewer discretion is advised.
Because he's on the roof right now.
So so they're like right here, and you see the woman like, go ahead, get in the bag, it is fine, and the child does end up in the bag, and you kind of see like at a certain point like his like hands go out and like are on the side of the bag, and then she kind of goes shh, and the bag just kind of goes limp.
Scars has never seen that before. He doesn't even know really what to make of it. He's just like, children for pies. That's it. I mean, they're good, but they're not.
Are we sure that it was lamb?
Okay, he's got to get closer now. He's gonna try to get across this street here.
Okay. Are you like doing it while she's like while the kid's being put in the bag? Are you trying to get closer, or are you waiting till like afterwards?
Yeah, he's gonna wait till afterwards, but his plan is he needs to get closer.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Here we go. Crackles. Well, that would have been nice if it was on the board. But you know what? We have passed without trace, and it's still a math. 28.
28. you are able to decipher when is the good time to cross the street and when not. You do wait until the activity at the door ends and you see the bag go limp. And then Miss Morgan continues east along the road. And you are now, I'm assuming you are on like the roof of this building right here?
Yep.
Okay. From where you're at, you do see Miss Morgan. She continues up the street. She just stops at a few houses. Gold is exchanged. Gold for pie is exchanged, and then she turns back up towards this way and continues.
All right. I would try to follow her along the rooftops here, if possible, and if he could do that, he would definitely notice her moving up the road. What's her pace? Like, how fast is she?
I mean, she's going pretty slow.
Okay.
She's probably going about a house every like 10 minutes, like every 5 minutes. Some houses she's sitting out a little bit longer, waiting. You would kind of assume waiting for people to go find their gold pieces. You do not see any more children being put into bags today.
So, if he's able to like get across to here as a panther, he would see her kind of continuing to move up the road, and he go, "Oh snap!" And he kind of go, maybe I could have done this a little smaller. And he transforms into a tiny spider. Once he reaches the ground level, and he would just follow her as a tiny spider. And I'm gonna get that. Now I have that icon. Boom. There we go. It's a little guy. But yeah, he would just follow her up the road. It's a little easier now. He just stick to the edges of the buildings so to remain as not as noticeable as possible. As not noticeable. Wow. That's not even that good. Anyway.
Yeah. You're fine. Words are hard sometimes.
Words are hard.
As you do follow her along, and you are small, so you do like lose track of her along some points. But she does come back out onto one of the roads of Barovia. I mean, and you follow her for like, how long do you want to follow her? Because this is going to take a while as a little spider. Like you're moving 20 feet per.
Yeah, he's not as fast right now, and
but she's also stopping a lot.
She is stopping a lot as well, but like it is still like
it's a bit of a drag.
It will take it's gonna take her a little bit to get through town, if that.
He's gonna follow her for about probably 5 to 6 more houses to see if she picks up puts more children in the bag.
Yeah. So you follow her, and I'm just going to like kind of on the map. So up through here.
Okay.
No children, just some houses she doesn't give pies to because they don't seem to have any money. And then all the way back through here, she sells pies to no children though. And eventually, about 30-40 minutes later, she does end up leaving town through the southwest pathway.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he'd probably end up around here, watching her go. Just kind of like on the edge of the roof there, and he's just like, huh. Okay. And he would painstakingly make his way back as a spider with regret that he was not a panther. Now the question is the group still at the tavern?
If it took him that long, I probably would have gone to the mercantile.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no way that Rothvin would have sat still that long either.
No way. No way. So you're at the mercantile?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's about 2 p.m. I think that's sound. You left the church around noon, had lunch, followed her around. Yeah, I'm going to say it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I mean, I can RP it out if you want, but my idea was to try and, hype up how great a heavy crossbow is for home defense, especially if you're ever having to deal with vampire spawn. I really, really want to try and get that fishing pole that I saw Rothvin wanted.
Okay.
And
So,
trade for it.
off the table, the dude who owns the mercantile, he doesn't barter, like, at all. Like, in the book, it says, if you want it, you will pay for it. There's no, like, charisma or anything because it is like he lives on an island and he can sell things for as much as he wants.
I got the read that he was a jerk. I figured the heavy crossbow was higher value than a fishing pole, so I could probably.
You maybe, yeah. We could do that. You could, yeah. So, well, go ahead and roll a charisma check at disadvantage.
Someone who's better with D&D Beyond, how do I set disadvantage?
Oh, I don't know. I just roll it twice.
Should I just roll twice?
Yeah. Just roll it twice.
If you right-click it, you
roll.
Okay.
So if you right-click it, it will give you the option.
13 is my low one.
Okay. I will say with a 21, you do, you get there. He's grumpy as fuck. The fudge was his name? Oh, Builder. You want me to take this crossbow for defense, and you want the fishing pole?
Indeed.
Periwimple. And you see his nephew. Yes, uncle. Do you want the crossbow? I would
Finger
not
guns
mind.
at the kid.
He looks at you. I would not hate the crossbow. If I give you this fishing pole for the crossbow, you will go say nice things about our mercantile to everyone, yes?
Absolutely. Do you know how much this is going to mean to my dear friend? I wouldn't be able to say anything negative at all.
The strong one wants the fishing pole, the one that I said no. The one that he had no gold.
Strong one is broke. That's why I'm here, because I do
sugar
adore
mama.
him.
I understand. Yes, you can get your friend. And he takes the crossbow and this music's too much. It's not that scary of a
He's going to fish, but
he's
what
going
will
to
he
go
find?
fish for that. I'll say that he gives you the fishing pole. And he goes, "Don't tell anybody I did this for you, okay? We do not do deals here."
But you do deals that turn out best for you.
They all turn out best for me most of the time, 99% of the time. And the 1% of the time, Barry over here takes care of them.
Nice.
I'll blow a kiss to his kid before I leave.
Okay. Perry reaches out and grabs it.
Okay, I like these people. I like this merchant.
If Sophia has kept a leash on Rothvin and he hasn't wandered too far, I will go and present him with the fishing pole.
You would would have wanted to go for like and just see what else was in like along these roads. If there was anything notable like in this path, unless somebody like stopped him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
For what it's
Sure.
worth, Sophia would be with him, not necessarily trying to get more out of him about the port, but just to make sure he doesn't get completely lost.
Yeah, yeah.
That without the accidental bless that was left in is a 23.
23. Yeah, Sophia and Rothvin, you make your way up the street. You see a good amount of these houses are boarded up. I don't believe Sophia was there for Mad Mary, but it's very, very similar to that. And
Rothvin will mention to Sophia, he goes, I think this is what they do when there's dead people.
They board up their houses?
Yeah. They don't like them getting out, apparently.
Lovely.
That's wild.
Do we hear any of the
Dun,
zombies
dun,
hitting the
dun,
doors?
dun.
Yeah, that specifically.
Yeah, you do. At one of the houses over here. Oh, I'm still looking at the video page. This house right over here. You don't hear the against the door, but you do hear like, as you get closer, you do hear like some shuffling around in there, and not like they're trying to get out, but you hear movement, like slow footsteps that seem to kind of be dragging along the floor, like that kind of slow.
This town and its undeath problem.
Rob's gonna point it out and go, can you hear those ones?
Well, that's a bit unsettling.
Yeah, they don't like them getting out because apparently they make more.
Yeah, I can't imagine that they would like them to get out. No. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so that's when you see the boards, that's probably what it is.
Right, so don't go towards the houses that have boards on them. Learning all sorts of things about this place today, aren't I?
So as we continue, as we walk around, is there any is this all just houses?
Yeah, they're all just houses. And most of them, some of them are, a good percentage of them it doesn't seem like anybody's living in them. About 10% of them look like they're boarded up. You do kind of, as you near some of the houses that are boarded up, you do kind of get like a whiff of decay and death that comes out through like the cracks in the doors and stuff. But right now, yeah, that's all you got. Some boarded up, you got some abandoned houses.
Guess there's not much in this town other than what we saw already, huh?
Guess not. God, some of the smell reminds me of Baldur's Gate, though. Ugh.
And so this town is just like above the table. It is not looking good. Like everything looks old. Everything like there's a lot of houses, not a lot of people. Some of the houses do have like in the back, they have like pigs and chicken coops and stuff. You see a couple gardens that are barely growing anything, but they still are growing things. But this is very much like a medieval peasant town.
Kind of reminds me of that dagger place we left from.
Dagger place was way nicer than this.
Uh,
That's impressive.
maybe a more rustic version of it.
Yeah, so because I'm like, there were some things happening that, while Scars was going on his escapade.
Mm-hmm.
Just trailing through the town, just more houses, more boarded up like places, that sort of thing.
They're not pushing a cart, so they could probably make that lap a lot faster.
Yeah. Right now, there's not a whole lot going on. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on right now.
About the only other thing that I would have been keeping an eye out would have been for any place that appears to have had a forge.
You would not have seen any place like that in this town. This is very much like a little village. This
I don't
is
know if kind of smith or not.
mm-hmm.
So then eventually would probably end up back just in
Like
this
around the
area,
general store.
kind of like gotten around that whole loop.
Mm-hmm.
If they've made the loop, I don't know how you'd time it with my character coming out of the general store, but just when I can catch up with Rothvin again.
I'm gonna say it took you quite a while to get Bilthrath to sell to. You really had to do some wheeling and dealing there, and flirting with Perry and Bilthrath. He doesn't flirt. He's just a gross old man who owns the store. But Perry likes you, and. You guys kind of all meet up right out as you exit the general store, and you could meet them, Scars, if you wanted to, like, kind of make your way back there.
Rothvin actually swats the spider.
You turn back into Scars.
Maybe Scars gets there just as I'm handing Rothvin a nice new fishing pole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scars would probably like not untransform in front of them. He's a little shy. He's a little shy about doing it in front of other people, performance anxiety and all that. So
makes sense.
He just he just finds a little spot and does his little disgusting untransformation. And I'm just gonna put him back on the board here. Boom, and then he just kind of walk out like, "Oh, so guys, oh." Of course, he doesn't say that. He just goes. He just kind of quietly walks around the corner, which is probably a little creepy.
Rothvin will take the new fishing rod and go, "Huh. Didn't have enough gold for this. Thanks. You guys like fish?"
I do.
Good.
I knew you'd put it to good use.
If we find water, I could probably catch some.
That would perhaps be better than the pies.
Gus.
I don't know. The pies are real good.
They are good, however, the special ingredient might be not worth the price.
What'd you find out?
Well,
anything with however in that type of manner is never good.
You are perceptive. And he kind of walks over to them and lowers his voice. She takes children and puts them in bags if people cannot pay for her pies.
And was this something you overheard or something you witnessed?
I saw it with my own eyes.
Which
and
way?
She left town with them. He gestures like that way. There's a road that goes that way out of the town. She walked there and I did not follow further.
Severin's already going to just start taking off running.
I'm flying.
Oh shit.
Won't you just come back to sell more pies?
She might, but if there's at least one child we can help. And I think if we all stick together, there's probably going to be less casualties than if if we let Ariadne go off alone.
Mm, mm, mm. That's true. Then, yeah, they're I think Scar's gonna go. He's gonna go with them. He's gonna go
Okay.
with them.
That'd be the selling point for Sophia as well.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
take a
right.
little 5-minute break. You guys are going to pursue Miss Morgan.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Sounds like you guys are. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. We are gonna take a little snack break and go to the restroom and stuff. Don't go anywhere.
Back in a bit, folks.
Woo!
all right.
There's more of us than her, even if we've exhausted a lot of spell slots.
Totally.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can't wild shape anymore. I use both. I burn both wild shapes. Scars is too tired now. He's like, oh man, I don't think I can do that again. Not today.
Oh, we live again. You guys are you're going out of town, back through, heading this way.
And we are apparently in hot pursuit of the pie vendor.
Yes.
Hungry.
How fast are you guys going?
I mean, who's our slowest move speed?
Well,
That's a good question. It's not
I'm
me.
pretty, I think
Severin's
30
got-
for me.
Yeah, I've got 30.
I've got 30.
I've got 30.
I think everyone is 30.
Yeah, that makes
Hmm.
sense.
I dig it.
So if we were looking at this in like pursuit-ish combat rounds, I mean, we have the ability to like
Dash and
dash and
Mhm.
burn our action, and if it really came down to it, my character can actually bonus action dash.
yeah.
But I wouldn't want to get too separated from the rest of the party because I'm not the tank. But she's pushing a cart. I think that we probably have a good chance of catching up.
Okay.
It's likely better to be doing this outside town anyway.
Yeah.
That's a
You
good point.
all are in hot pursuit of Miss Morgan. She has left town just probably about 10 minutes before you guys. You all do 10 minutes of cardio. Somebody do a survival check for me.
I would like to elect scars.
Yeah, I know,
Hello.
right?
I will do the survival. Yes, yes. I hope I will retain my survival crown. Will a 22 suffice?
It'll suffice. You scars are out front, everybody, leading the pack, and you follow. It's very easy to see like the ruts in the dirt road that she used to push her cart. You follow it a good 5 minutes longer, and all of a sudden, the tracks are gone.
God damn it.
Like they just
He-
stop abruptly in the middle
He
of the
looks
street.
so mad. Like as soon as they stop, he just like he is trying so hard to pick up this trail, but y'all can see he is befuddled, and he's like, "Damn it, not again."
I'm gonna cast detect magic again, not
Okay.
ritually casting it. I'm just gonna straight up cast it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rothvin runs past as they stop.
Can I do an investigation check to try to find the trail or
Yeah,
any
I'm
signs?
just trying to see if this actually shows up as
Interesting.
for Corwin.
Fascinating.
Because if I can
Corwin's
track her
getting that
necromancer
good
bag, that
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bag that she has.
No, totally.
I guess it'll all boil down to range.
Yeah, I have 30 feet from. I'm at where I guess this trail would end, and I'll start to scan and go around if I have to.
I don't think. Yeah, no, you don't detect any magic from where the trail ends. You
If
can do
I
an
fly
event.
around,
Not with this particular.
I think it still goes for like 10 minutes or so,
Mhm.
so you might be able to pick up on her once you come into range, like a ping.
yeah,
If we can
maybe.
just figure out a direction to go, because we gotta know whether she stayed on the track, on the road, or she ducked off knowing that she was getting followed.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the pie lady didn't vanish into the thin air, and I hope it wasn't a teleport.
Oh gods.
Teleported the whole cart.
That'd be really funny. That'd be really funny.
That would be so frustrating.
Bro, that pie lady like gets a little bit out of town and just vanishes into the ether. That would be incredible.
Man, I wish we could like get up
Honestly,
higher so we could see more.
honestly, if Pie Lady had teleport, I would be scared shitless because like she'd have to be a minimum of something like level 12.
13.
Oh god.
Can you imagine? I'm already imagining. And to be clear, this has 100% happened to Stars before. It is actually a bit of a running gag with the character in previous campaigns. Most people he follows will seem to just evade him. It's very frustrating for him. It's character building.
I mean, there's always the possibility that she's not built as a character and instead built on a standard stat block, but
At this point, though, we look around and there's no tracks. So, do we go down the road more, or do we go back?
Scars just kind of shrugs. He's like, I lost them.
can I do that investigation check to see whether or not I can at least pick up a hint of the trail to set Scars back on?
Yeah, definitely.
Scars is busy
Fingers
Paladin.
crossed.
That's not bad.
20, sorry, no, 17? I need to scroll down further.
You don't find any tracks.
Bruh. She resisted your spell. She knew detect magic was going off.
He did, yeah.
And Scars is like, he's really thonking right now. And he looks at them and he says, this is highly unnatural.
Yeah, that
I
seems
think
pretty normal here.
True.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
not
even know why I'm surprised.
there's not much else Corwin can do from this standpoint. If he can't detect her, magically speaking, I mean, and you can't track her through material, tangible ways, I don't know how to find her.
I mean, what about Rothvin?
Why don't you guys, whoever is the highest magic user, go ahead and do an Arcana check.
I'd also
Just to
say,
see if you've ever, like...
I was also going to suggest Rothvin had that ability he used to detect that there was undead in the basement of the church.
Mhm.
What all does that detect?
It detects. As I pull it up. It will detect.
I know you guys are level 3, so...
Yeah.
I mean, if we're just looking at raw Arcana check, I think Corwin's actually the best at that because Severin's more street smarts magic and he's a little bit more studious.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of that's what I was like. So you guys see that these like the tracks of the cart that Scars was very good at detecting and following through a survival check, they just like stop. So if
Celestial Fiends and Undead on the
so if um
I'll roll Arcana. Yeah.
okay.
And we also never know what she is. Do you have any charges of whatever that is? Is that your divine intervention?
it's
Or sorry, no, you're
they changed the divine sense
Mm.
using your channel divinity, and now paladins get 2 of them per day.
Oh.
I've got heroic inspiration from at some point because I have it on there. I rolled a 17 total, but I want to see if I can get higher.
Yeah, go for it.
Which I got the same roll, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh.
With a 17, you can recall that some folks are able to go from the material plane or whatever plane you are in to the ethereal plane. And when they are in the ethereal plane, they can take whatever they're carrying or holding with them.
Oh, shit.
Planar shift.
Okay. Do I know anything about the ethereal plane, or do I just know that this person could, or some people could do this?
I mean, you would know that like the ethereal plane, like kind of a dream state, a little bit. You can see from for me, you can see the ethereal plane. You can see like the material, you're there, but you're not.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't show any magic. You wouldn't be able to detect any magic from a different plane.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll explain that to everyone. I'll just say it's possible that this individual had plane shifted into the ethereal plane, and if that's the case, there's no way to track them, and it's possible that they can see us now.
So that means they're still here, but they're kind of out of phase.
Or they're gone, but he just recalled that like people can go to the ethereal plane. Yeah, that kind of magic exists.
Does your divine sense cross the ethereal as well, Rothvin?
Yeah, I could try to see if there's any of that nearby. And Rothvin will close his eyes and exhale and activate his divine sense to see if there are any celestial fiends and undead within 60 feet of him, and
60
that will
feet?
last for 10 minutes.
Okay. You don't detect anything.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Can I do like a history check to see if I can like recall like what, if anything, that Scars would have come across or read that would even be capable of such a feat as shifting into the ethereal plane?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Could I possibly give him advantage on it just by essentially us putting our heads together to be like, do you think maybe? No. Could it be maybe?
Yeah.
No.
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? I'll also give myself guidance. That's such a great idea. I keep forgetting that I can do that. I need to stop forgetting that. And I didn't need to. Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. And Nat 20 is work in combat. So go ahead and add your bonus to it.
Let's see. I'm going to roll the 1d4 on the board because that's just easier. That's a 1. And with, that's 21.
And didn't you say we're rolling history?
Yeah.
So what's the
Yeah.
plus that you had from that?
Oh, sorry. I completely forgot. That is a +3, so 24.
24? Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
With your experience, like within, you were a military guy, and you hung out a lot of bars, so you've heard stories and tales, and you've been part of those before. From like all of your thought process and what you are trying to decipher, from what all of the information your friends have gathered and then have given to you, it does kind of sound like a hag.
Oh, jeez. That's crazy.
Yup, knew it.
I have heard of creatures capable of such feats. Individuals who disguise themselves under pleasantries and deal with mortals, trick them, and usually, in many ways, torture them. Typically for some means. But they are called hags, as I recall. I've never faced one myself, but I have been friends with those who have, and I almost am glad that we did not catch up to her. Or it.
Well, besides the fact that she seems to be well versed in magic capabilities, why else? Like, how bad of a situation would have it been had we found her?
Typically speaking, hags are not creatures that reveal themselves as this one has if they were incapable of defending themselves or simply disappearing completely. She would potentially have killed us. He says this like begrudgingly, but from what he's heard, they are capable of magic much greater than he is right now. And he looks at Rothvin and he points to him and says, he would likely be the only survivor if we were to attempt such a thing.
So you're
You mean
telling me there's a chance?
He does look at Rothman. He nods. He said, with preparation, yes. But
All
I
right.
think in our case, it would be more valuable to figure out what this hag knows because they do enjoy making deals.
Yeah, it'll give Ariandne a chance to practice the hawk and don't kill people thing we were talking about.
Well, we've lost the trail, so it may be best to get back to town. I'm worried about that child, but if we can't find them, we can't. We should probably tell. Go ahead.
I would not trouble yourself over being burdened with such knowledge for the simple fact we only arrived here recently. Hags do not die from age. She has been doing this for quite some time. And the people surrendered their child willingly to this creature. And he kind of leans
Be
back a
right
little
back.
bit.
You guys can continue to.
I'm going to guess that the background noise is coming from her.
You know,
I was just about to say, I believe that if we lost the trail and we can't intervene on the child's behalf immediately, we should likely tell Ismark what we know. I know we're troubling
Or-
him with an awful lot in one day, but he's apparently the authority in this town.
Considering his task of escorting his sister, perhaps we
Yep.
should weigh the benefits of distracting him with this.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Besides, we gotta go there anyway, right?
As it is, depending on what we know of this hag, how often they come or go from town, we might be able to follow them again.
What if we asked the individuals who gave their children up and kind of interrogated them as to why and that would happen and how that transaction is, how it progresses?
They gave their child up for meat pies.
Right.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I can't fathom the cost of a meat pie being a child. So does the child come back, or is the child given up completely?
Given the dreams that I had the last time I had one of those pies, if I had to guess, given just how absolutely run down this town is, it's likely at this point an addiction for some of them.
Besides, it wouldn't be the first time we saw somebody feed a child to something.
Scars looks at Rothvin like, are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting, Rothvin?
Well, you said they put it in the bag, right?
Yes.
And you guys said the bag had that, like, bad magic, right?
That's what Corwin was indicating.
Yeah, necromantic.
Yeah. What else would it be?
So
I think
the
Can I just propose that we start like walking back toward town because we've clearly lost the trail?
yeah, Scars is like he just gets very quiet, and he just starts wandering back.
Given the circumstances of what we're being told about this thing, we probably don't want to stay out here where we can be easily ambushed.
That would be a drag.
What are you guys doing?
Walking back to town
Okay.
Yar.
and headed towards Ismark's and Irina's.
Okay.
Unless somebody
Probably-
else had a different plan.
Now Scars is just following, slightly depressed, as he's turning over what Rothvin very casually said, and he's putting 2 and 3 pieces together.
Corwin did suggest trying to speak to the person who gave their child up.
Mhm.
I mean, they are very used to speaking with people about such grim subjects if Corwin's volunteering.
Yeah.
Yes. Scars will lead him to the house.
Okay.
Scars will lead him to the house. But he doesn't say nothing.
Okay.
Let me see. Was that like here?
It was like this house right here or something. The one right in front of you.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not on the same map.
I'm just gonna put him off to the side there.
If I just happen to see any like bystanders that, you know, are munching pies that they bought earlier, just kind of ask, you know, casually, hey, how often does the pie vendor come through?
You will you will have noticed that most people are staying inside their houses 90% of the time. Some of them might have like little chicken coops in the back or like a pig pen, but nobody really leaves their houses unless they absolutely have to.
Understandable.
You could potentially talk to some of the sisters, but like nobody's on the road. right now. Nobody's on the streets. It is midday, 3 o'clock, 4 p.m. But Barovia is a very, like, you could, if you walk through it at the wrong time, you might think it's abandoned because there is nobody that's doing anything that is not for their survival. But you're going up to the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is knocking? Who is what are we?
The fairy will knock.
Fairy will knock?
Rothvin
Okay.
will just kind of stand across the street over here.
Okay. You knock. There's no answer. You do hear shuffling around in there though.
I'll say there are more meat pies out here for you, and I'll roll a deception check.
Okay. Roll a deception check, yeah, definitely.
Where is it?
Quick, does someone have prestidigitation?
This
I
is
do.
this
Can
is
I
a-
make his voice
oh.
sound like the hags?
Interesting.
I'll allow it. Roll it at advantage.
You said roll with advantage?
Because your voice
Okay.
now sounds like the hag's voice.
Okay, well the second roll
Or
was worse,
Miss
but
Morgan's voice. But
the first roll was an 18 total. The second was lower than that. It was like a
Okay.
16 or 15.
the a man opens the door. Not very wide, just enough. Miss Morgan, we've already bought our pies today. We have enough for the rest of the week. We do not need you. He just cracks the door open.
Yeah, I'll kind of just like push up against it and say, I'm actually not here because I have meat pies. I actually have questions about the meat pies.
You are not invited in.
Guys,
No. I listen. I can bless you.
You are not invited into our home. And they tried to close it.
No, I'm
Can
not
I
one of.
snap my cane in to just prevent the door closing?
Yeah, that sounds sick as shit. So yeah, absolutely. Like you put your cane in as they're trying to and it's like they're trying to close it. And the man go ahead.
I'll say I'm not with Lady Strahd. I'm not a vampire.
That is what they would say.
True, but I can tell you this. I am a fairy. I don't know if you've heard of fairies. Fairies can't actually turn into vampires. And I'll roll another deception.
Okay. You're gonna roll it at disadvantage because he has no idea what the fuck a fairy is.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He has
Rothvin's gonna yell across the street to try to help and be like, "The faster you talk to them, the faster they'll go away."
Disadvantage. It is a 15.
15?
Oh, that's.
I will open the door, but I will not invite you in. You are not invited in.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And the man opens the door, not like all the way, but just like 3/4 of the way. He sees you all.
Scars would he would just be like, would it convince you if we simply walked in without your permission?
Probably. But that does not mean you are okay. You are good people.
He would just kind of shrug. He's like, you must weigh your concerns.
If there is enough space to just take one step over the threshold and get in her face, I'm just going to have that moment of, do you miss your son or not?
Absolutely. You can walk in, but it is a man that you're talking to right now. So,
man, woman, whoever it was.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can get up there. Are you using your cane to like kind of get up in his face, or?
I'm probably more like just sort of in his face. I've got it in hand, but I'm not brandishing it. I'm more like talking with my hands.
Okay. And you asked him if he missed his son?
Yes.
I do not think that is any of your business. This is family matters.
You
Are
really think
expecting? Go ahead.
What are you talking about?
you really think that your family is going to be able to handle getting him back? Because at the moment, as near as I can see, we're the only ones who actually give a damn
Give a damn about what? What are you talking about?
about how it was witnessed that your son was taken.
Yes, he was taken for a apprenticeship with Miss Morgan.
If you know anything about magic, you're going to know that that isn't an apprenticeship.
I don't claim to know anything about magic.
I'm going to cast a ray of frost onto the door frame to just ice it as a demonstration and be like, well, I do, and I need to know where's that woman going.
Okay, roll an intimidation check at advantage.
Ooh, that's cold.
Literally.
Ice cold, in fact.
Ooh. Whoa.
He steps back out of the door. Door frame. What do you need from me? What do you want to know?
How often does she come to town?
Daily.
When
or
does
a,
she come?
Or a couple days. It depends on how many pies she sells.
What time of day does she come?
Mid morning or evening. It really depends on what. She comes every other day at least.
Do you know where she goes when she leaves town?
She lives in the
I'm gonna pull the map out.
windmill.
I'm gonna pull the map out and say, point to it.
Yeah, he'll point to it.
While he points to it, I'm gonna ask, are you expecting your child to come back?
No.
Was not expecting to know.
That was rough. That is rough. Wow.
I'm gonna just probably get gut punched by that and just have that moment of, sir, my specialty in magic may be ice, but you're colder than me, and I'm gonna leave.
Right here, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead and annotate that.
I think it's this right here, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
It's the windmill.
Give me 1 second.
Windy City.
Is everybody else walking away as well?
I mean, Scars would kind of glare at the man, and he would tell him, "You should consider how your son would feel if we bring him back. You will have explaining to do, I think."
As you say this, you hear a door creak open behind you, and the pregnant woman comes out, and she has two small children, knee high, also right next to her, and they're all kind of like peeking out of the door. Garva, what is going on? He looks back at his wife. Don't worry about it, Anya. We're fine. Go back into the room. And like they go back into the door and close it.
He just Scars kind of takes a single step closer and he says, "I've been a stranger here, and yet you, out of everything that I've ever met in all my days, are the most cowardly thing that I have ever witnessed." And he walks away.
The guy behind at the door, he watches you walk away. What is everybody else doing?
As everyone starts to walk away, Rothvin just calls, "See, when you answer questions, people leave you alone."
He not wrong.
I just shake my head and go to join the rest of the group.
You guys hear like the slow creak of the door. Meet the icy frame. Still clicks. You hear a lock behind.
Would he even be able to close it? Because I left the ice there as kind of a passive aggressive.
I mean, it's
move.
like kind of a. He's kind of. He gets it in there. He gets it in there.
He's probably crunching that ice.
Yeah. It's not an easy task for him. It's a creak and then a little bit of a struggle for him to close it against the icy frame, but he does manage to get it closed and doesn't say anything. Doesn't pursue you.
Yeah.
Severin
Guys,
is
I
so
think that is where we're gonna end this session. And we'll meet up next Sunday, same time.
just one more hour. Just one more hour.
One more hour. I know. I'm down to go long next week. I just had a surprise guest over here right now, so
That's fair. That's fair.
So just for the sake of point of order, can we have it? Unless because I think that was the last thing we wanted to check up on. Could we just say we
you
want
to meet up with Ismark? Yeah,
for the rest,
absolutely.
basically the rest of the night, and then we can start fresh with the next day, kind of thing, or.
Yeah, absolutely. We can totally do that. Unless there's something else that you guys think that you want to do during the day, but we will Ismark and you can have that discussion with them in the morning time if you want, or we'll figure it out. But for the sake of everything, yeah. And then hopefully next week we can get to Eva. But
yeah, the only other thing that Severin was hoping to do around town was to canvass and see if anyone saw Gertruda leaving town. But right now, the kidnapped child screams most pressing.
Yeah, totally. And you guys have a week to like discuss things in Discord and figure out what your actual next move is. Do you guys have somebody that we should raid on Twitch?
Ooh.
I'm still not.
I do not.
Okay.
No, I don't have anyone going right now.
Nope.
Of
Me
the
neither.
channels I follow that do D&D,
They're not. Yeah, I'm trying to find a D&D channel, but
where'd they go?
some of these channels I don't know who they are that I follow, and I doesn't make me.
Marquee Gaming's going right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's who I was thinking. And I just don't know them very well. So, but we'll all go over to Marquee Gaming. But thank you guys for hanging out. Next Sunday around 4:30, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll see what.
Eastern.
7:30 Eastern time. Sorry, I'm Pacific time. If you want to, we got Discord where we post everything. So if you want to join, please do. All these folks are in there, and some of them run games, and it's really cool. But we're gonna raid Marquee Gaming, and hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Take care, y'all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.